is Kathy Wilkes of Kathy Wilkes & Co. And I'm here on behalf of Elite Women Around the World and Gift of Kindness with another spotlight. The woman I'm about to introduce you to is an amazingly accomplished woman at a very young age. Surabhi Khanal was voted Forbes 30 Under 30 Scholar. She is actually a pageantry winner, Miss Nepal USA 2019, has a degree in chemistry from Emory University, was voted Miss Photogenic and the award winner for Beauty Without Limits. Surabhi is a model, she's a businesswoman, a pageant winner, a leader, and most of all, a change agent. Surabhi, welcome. How are you today?
Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much for that colorful introduction. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, yes. You know, as we were talking, getting to know each other, one of the things that came up was that you have such a vast background. And so where do we focus on this short spotlight? I think one of the things that you mentioned was really how all of this work was born out of your desire to seek social justice, the social justice work. So if you would tell us a little bit about that and how you got started.
For sure. I mean, I think everything that was born through that social justice theme is very well connected into who I am and my identity. So just for background, I was born in Kathmandu, Nepal, which is the capital of Nepal. And when I was at the age of 3, my family immigrated to the United States. And ever since '03, when we came here, I've grown up and gone to school in Northern Virginia and lived that life as an American. But really where the drive for social justice came was when I saw the difference when I visited back home, and I saw the difference in lifestyle between a girl that was living in America versus a girl that was living in Nepal. And that was kind of a shocking kind of realization at that time, because even as a child, I was able to see little things like being able to go outside without a mask because we don't have air pollution, or being able to drink the tap water that we have that come out of our faucets. So little things like that really showed me the importance of opportunity, the importance of, having the first world privileges that we do. And that's when I came back home to America, and I got in touch with my local communities, local leaders. And then at the time I was a Herndon Leo. So Leos are like a youth group for the Lions International, which is a humanitarian organization. So as a Leo, I shared with my other Leos at home these projects that I wanted to start for women empowerment, for girls' education, and all the different things that I saw that weren't there in Nepal. So then we kind of started that locally, and ever since it's kind of blown up, and I've built on that. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, you founded 2 organizations, one, Save Our Stars Foundation, and the MedLove Project. And when I was reading about this, I was really interested that it caters to a remote area, providing healthcare services and education programs to women in areas, underprivileged areas of Nepal. Tell us a little bit how you got started with that foundation, and who are you looking to impact through that?
Yeah, for sure. Well, the MedLove project was actually the first project that I worked on that was particularly catering towards victims of human trafficking, specifically in Nepal and in rural areas. So when I began to do a little bit of research on the differences on human trafficking as a subject, it's very different on how girls are kind of coerced into that lifestyle back in Nepal versus in America. So in Nepal, there's a lot of rural areas where the parents aren't as educated, and they kind of fall under this lie that this person will come to a village and say, hey, I'll give your daughter a job, I'll give your daughter an education. And through those kind of manipulation tactics, they get taken off. And so the MedLove project was specifically to cater towards those rural areas and the differences and the methods there. And how the health clinic came about was to kind of educate on human trafficking, safety, risk factors, HIV and AIDS education. So that was that. And then after that, it kind of built up to this Save Our Stars Foundation, which is a nonprofit where we focused more on any kind of gender violence issue.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. So these efforts are really focused on bringing this type of structure and support back home to Nepal. Are you also doing that here in the United States?
Yeah, so in the United States, we held a lot of organizational galas and events and educational events for the local communities, but it was more based off of awareness because a lot of the fundraising and funds were going back. And we were still partnered with Lions International, but this time it was with the Nepal branch because they do have a branch out there. So we were able to work together and the officials there to kind of build this clinic from scratch. And now they have it operating with nurses and things like that. And recently, when the pandemic hit, they even got COVID vaccines there. So it was amazing to see that kind of impact that we built.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I can hear your drive and passion around some of these topics we're talking about, particularly when it comes to empowering women and really helping to educate the next generation of women that, they can have the freedoms, they can have the opportunities. It's a matter of getting the right support. The structure of support is so important. Where do you see this work going? Like, what's next for you?
I think for sure I want to focus more on domestic projects just because, I want to build on my voice here as an American. As far as what is next, there's a lot of things to get done. There's so many projects I want to pick from, but I feel like because I've always stuck to projects and themes that are close to my heart, I feel like it would have to be something with women empowerment and gender violence or education, some of the things that I have built on in the past. So something of that sort here in America.
Yeah, absolutely. As I was reading about you in preparation for our time together, you were described as an activist, a poet. I know you've been a TV anchor. Of all the things that you've done in terms of the role that you've played, not necessarily the effort, because we know that social justice is really vitally important to you as it is to many of us. But when you think of the different roles that you've played, do you have a favorite? Is there something that you would love to do again for fun, like pageantry or something like that? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, for sure. As far as pageantry goes, after winning the Miss Nepal USA crown, I was able to compete at the preliminary competition for Miss Universe. So I went on to compete at Miss Universe Nepal and placed top 16. So I feel like I kind of exhausted that
Wow.
pageantry side. But as far as moving forward, I definitely see myself as a voice for my community. I know in Herndon, where I grew up, there's a large Nepali American community that I want to be a voice for, and different things of that sort. So as far as the role, I feel like the role of being an influencer, a speaker, and an activist was kind of played in pageantry and TV anchor and every role that I've been in. So I feel like taking that to the next level would be something that I'm looking forward to doing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can definitely see that for you. I really can. I mean, we're gonna be watching you and expecting big things from you.
Thank you so much.
Surabhi, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and sharing a little bit about who you are on the spotlight. If people wanted to any of our listeners wanted to get in touch with you, what is the best way to reach out to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honored to be a part of Elite Women and also Gifts of Kindness. So reaching out to you all and also on social media, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So in any way, if you would like to contribute, support, or just, talk about the different things that we could do together, I'm all open arms.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I appreciate your time tonight. You are a beautiful woman inside and out. And I know that the message of hope that you bring through the different efforts that you're a part of will be impactful to many, many people across the world, around the world. So it's been a pleasure. I look forward to connecting with you again soon, and lots of love to you.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you, everyone.
You're quite welcome. Okay, bye for now, everyone. We'll see you again soon.